Wait, Dylan's online. Okay, I get him in here. Where's Trey, man? He's online. Oh, why Cyril is online right now? Why isn't he joining? I could invite Casper from season 7. I know. I just, why is he online? Yeah. We may actually. We have to fucking join with like 7 people. We have to start. Why is he online? Oh. Wait, Eric Vittini, that's who I need to tag. It's a V-card drive. Where's Riley? And tag Riley. See tag Riley. Who said that? Fine, alright, just ready over. Everyone just ready over. We're just anyone who wants to join. I'm tagging everyone. I'm gonna say if you want to join mid-second. Hey, don't be so mean to Ground Crackers. He literally got his first podium and you did. Oh. Don't worry, let me fucking show you that it's a fucking immersive safety car, just so you don't have to fucking start creaming yourself about it. Yeah. It was Sam's fault, technically. Great check to you. In the race? Oh my fucking god. I think people don't know that the times changed for today. Right, as ruled in place. See that, guys? Immersive safety car experience. Alright, welcome to NPL season 12, race 14 at Cota, where we have 7 fucking people. We're gonna have more joining, hopefully, mid-session, including Ethan, Serial, maybe Eric Vittini, maybe John as well, maybe Riley. We'll see. There's a few drivers still yet to vote Ethan, as I said before. Maybe Sarabi if he fucking joins. I've invited him a million times, so Serial as well. Oh, I invited Harry again by accident, doesn't it? You're welcome. You're very welcome. I want to invite Dylan. Dylan's not been online in a while, so I'm hoping he can race. Trayman's online, I'll invite him as well. Anyway, that's everyone that I can invite. He's so slow, I'm sorry. By the way, Harry, he DM'd me to tell me. Yeah, he couldn't. He DM'd me to tell me to be nicer to him because apparently I was being mean in the F2 race. Also, Dan says, chat, good luck. Yeah, good luck against this fucking Red Bull. I'm so scared for this fucking guy. He's so fast, it's ridiculous. He's using esport lines, guys. God damn it. He's actually like on the fucking edge of track limits. He's such a fucking. Oh no. Yeah, you're gonna have to be fucking insane in the rain too. He's got no assist. This guy's insanely fast. What hurry? Yeah, if Dan actually locked in, this guy would be Dan. You know, Darksun's also really fast. He could get pole. Don't discount him. We have 7 people. We have 2, but a driver making his debut, TF10 Adam. We've seen in time trial that this guy is a fucking beast, and we're kind of scared of him. Let's see what he can do here, heading onto a lap. Yeah, Dan, you might be right. He may have a shit ton of tyre. We'll see. He's coming into a lap. He's taking an interesting start to the lap. I don't see how that would be beneficial, but he's using battery. Let's watch the telemetry, and let's see if he gets the pole lap here. In this first ever session. Really good exit. Wow, he's in 3rd gear off that first corner. Really good stuff using the battery after the exit. Now he's in medium heading into the S's. Really abusing the track limits. Bit deep though into there. He's going to scrub off speed through the S's. But still a purple first sector so far. Of course, only Shank is to do a first sector so far. Now we have Mercedes behind. Is Graham Cracker behind Adam now. And the McLaren, I think that is Darksun, who has a purple first sector, so it's not over. That is true. It is the start of the session. It probably is purple first sector for everyone. Let's see as he goes along. Heading down the back straight. This lap doesn't necessarily look the fastest, but I may be wrong because his line might be different to mine. So far though, he's carried pretty good speed through the first sector, using all of his battery down the back straight, which is a pretty good decision. He really whips the car in, gets the car stopped nicely. Comes off the corner now, purple middle sector, throwing the car in to the right hand now. Big slot on the exit though, he's struggling for traction. Maybe not the most consistent driver in the world. We'll see though, it is only his banker lap though, so maybe he's just getting acclimatized to the track. Comes off the corner now, pushing through these turns. Maybe he's not used to this track under race conditions. And now into the final 2 corners of the lap, what's he gonna get? He throws the car into the corner. He really is like Isaac in the sense that he throws the car through the corners as much as possible. He really does commit. Off the final corner, what's it going to be? It's going to be a 31. It's a 31.6 first lap for Adam. You know what? The funny thing is, right, that wasn't even that fast compared to what I can tell he could definitely do. Like, I know he can go faster than that. So, that is an insane lap. Darksun is a 33.2. Harry there in 3rd is on a lap, but he's not using any battery currently in the final sector. He's using 0 deployment. Fabian goes 2nd. With 1.3 seconds off the pace is Fabian. Off the corner now comes Harry. What's it going to be? It is a 132.5. 9 tenths off the pace. What can Dervas do? He's used all of his deployment. And Dervas 1 tenth behind Darksun, goes into 5th place. Shemek and Graham Cracker has yet to do a time yet. So, this driver making his debut with an insane lap, 131.6, looks so fast. He just throws the car. Honestly, these guys... Yeah, no, Dan's right. If Drags was here, he would be first. So, just to let you guys know, he is the GOAT. He would beat TF10 Adam any day of the week. Mid-driver. But yeah, I'm sure TF10 Adam will be disappointed by the rest of the field's pace here. I don't think he's really fit for this league, I'll be honest. Even on a lap where he made mistakes in the last sector, he was oversteering, wheel spinning through the corners, he was having loads of issues. I thought that was going to be the best, but he still got a 31.6, so I think that's pretty terrifying. I would genuinely not be surprised if you got a 1 minute 30 today. I reckon there is that much time in his lap, so do watch out for Adam here at the end of the session. Harry air chasing now Fabian. I will watch Adam's next lap just in case it's a pole lap, so I can upload it onto YouTube. And John has left the session after he just joined. Yeah, but it's his teammate. Why would he want to leave from that? It's like 3 points. Screw you guys and get him. Damn, if only I was... Oh, it's Robbie's typing. Oh my god, there's a chance we could have another driver. So Fabian is now on a good lap, so it sounds like. Currently doing well through that first sector. Now down the back straight has plenty of battery to use, but deployment is finite at this track. It must be said that it's easy to run out of battery deployment, especially down the straight. Getting up here, he's using a lot. Should be fine. On his outlap again, so he's already going into a second lap with Adam. He's not happy with his first lap. Fabian there continues on. Purple middle sector for Fabian, supposedly. It's 3.5 tenths up, according to the Delta. He has time to gain in the last sector. Let's see what he can do. Heading down, he's got loads of battery still to use, actually. This could be a good lap for Fabian. And so far, so good for him. And Fabian, the driver who is third highest win rate, has third highest wins of any driver in Olympia history with 13 now as of yesterday. Continuing on, into the final corner he now goes. So he's run out of deployment, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal for him. Off the corner now, what's it going to be? It's a 1 minute 32.4. He's still 8 tenths off the pace. Sajada, yeah, Sajada has joined. That was a much better lap there. Half a second quicker for Fabian, a good lap. That's Robbie, there he goes into space. Yeah, and Adam now continuing on his out lap. RL Darkson is here going to come to lap soon. He's on his out lap too. They're now Shemp on a lap front. He's run out of deployment to use, so his lap will come to an end shortly. Heading into the final corner time, what too much? Given it's going to be wet in the race, you may as well. Wow, 32.4, second fastest for Shank in the Haas. Great lap from him. He's going to only 8 tenths behind now, so that's another car in the fight for the race win today. That's 2 drivers looking for their first career victory already in the series, in only their first season, and I wouldn't be surprised if Darkson can get in the fight before, given how good he was in time trial. Groundcracker sets his first lap, 1 minute 33.9, a little bit off the pace there of his teammate, but still within the ballpark to be in that midfield fight. Old tyres as well, so I don't think he did a lap originally. Fabian's on 3 lap old tyres, not going to do another lap I don't think. And let's watch now Adam's lap. Let's watch his lap. I'm going to watch his entire lap uninterrupted. I'm sorry, I didn't want to check. I want to see anything that's going on. I'll catch up on that. Adam now into turn 1. Brakes so late for these corners. Heads into the first turn nicely. In third gear. Using the battery off the corner now. And heading into the S's. Mercedes R67. Using all the track. He really sent. I can't believe how much grip he actually has in that car. I didn't know that the car could even do that. It's crazy. He really can't be short shifts on the exit. Was that quicker is the question. It was... It doesn't tell me. I don't think it was quicker that first sector, I'll be honest. We'll see. Getting off the turn now. Going down the straight. 8.5 minutes to go in the session thereabouts. Is Ferrari even here? I don't even know. Oh yeah, he has joined, he's joined. Okay, so John, I don't know if it's John's in the session. I'll invite John again after this lap. Purple middle sector is a 10.5 up almost. Is Adam looking to go even quicker? Oh, once again he's struggling for grip on the exit of these corners though. Oh, really not compliant through here. Really deep line he takes, gets on the power nicely. That was a much cleaner section there than it was last time by. Heading through the final couple corners now. He should very well get into the low 131s with this lap, I reckon. Flings it into the final 2 corners, gets beach on the curve though, that might cost him some time. And now heading through into the final corner, a bit deep into the turn there, that might cost him time on the exit. It was a compromised exit, but he still gets a 31.4 and goes a second faster than anyone else in the session. That is insane. And we already can see this guy is a little bit too fast for this league, I must say. Now it's time to invite John. He will be proud to see his teammate is now stupidly far ahead of the field. Who else is online? Let me invite Cyril, Ethan, and Frank, Fabian, and Harry. Second, third, and fourth. They're so close. Only a 10th, as Fabian said. John has been invited. Grumcracker's there on a lap. It looks like. Oh, no, he's not. Sorry, he's on no battery. Devas was on a lap. I don't know if he. I think he backed out though. He went in way too deep to that corner. Harry is on a. Is he on a lap? I don't know. Why is John not joining? Is he not able to or something? Check now on his out lap for Haas. That's the teammate of Swabi who's joined the session. The first time he's joined in a while in MPL. And John is joined. He's back in the session. That's good to see. Cyril is also not here yet, but he will join shortly, hopefully. Ethan as well. I'll invite both of them. Who else can I invite? Levy, I guess, I may as well. He's not online, but Who else can I invite? Who knows? I can see Riley, but he's probably not going to join there again. So there's a chance he's not. Cyril join. Yeah, Harry says Dan. Harry says he's going to do a used tyre lap, which is on right now, I believe. Very deep into turn one. That'll cost. He fucked his first corner already. Very too late into the corner, and that cost his exit too much. Harry not enjoying himself today. Who else is on a lap here? Gervas, I believe, is on a lap now. Sending it through the first sector. Yeah, this is a new level of domination in the dry. I don't think I've ever seen a driver have this big of a pole margin in the dry against good drivers like this. This is a new low for MPL's competitive order at the front, but yes. 1.07 seconds, yeah. Cyril, there's a new guy and he's a second faster than everyone. It's insane. Yeah, he's literally like tier 1 esports phase. No, not quite. He's like tier 3 esports. He could genuinely be an esports driver though. This is not a real league. How's Fabian? Focus on a lap here. He's using his deployment again. Is he going to improve on his lap? This could be important for his session. Into the last 2 corners. Very smooth. Sending it through there. Into the far corner now. What's it going to be for in the Haas? It is a 1:32.1. That was a great lap. 7/10 off the pole. Considering how good he's been, that is a good lap. From Chunk there in the Haas. TF10 Adam stays in the session now. Shank is so far behind. No. I mean, you can still do it. You may as well. No. There's a simple solution to this problem, guys. You guys should understand that if you guys, we could literally just like, yeah, just kick it in the league because if he's too fast. John has said to you, Harry, want to stay on the track, mate. To which Harry says, I like my line. I guess the line is optimal for Harry in turn 1. Number 9 of Harry. I'm watching you. Are you going to crash? Look at that. You're supposed to go straight as possible through these corners. Look at that. I mean, if you count invalidate in the lap as a warning, then yes, there was a warning. Meanwhile, Darksen, I'm intrigued to see what he can do. Oh my god, no way he's got a purple middle sector. Let Darksen code. And as he heads down on his lap now, this is another driver that's new to the league. These new drivers are so good. Oh, it was a bit slow through there though, but he's using no traction control. He's just struggling to get on throttle though. But he's using a wheel, unlike Jump in second. By the way, guys, you know the Haas driver's on a controller, by the way, just to let you know. Into the last corner, that looked pretty committed. Really good lap. This could be a great lap here from Dark Zen. He goes up to... Oh, he stays 5th, but he was only a 10th off of Harry there. That must have scared Harry a little bit. Good lap from him. He's still 2 tenths, only 2 tenths quicker than his time trial laps. He must have made some mistakes. Oh yeah, Harry just sent a screenshot of the track limits. Cyril, are you going to join? Cyril, have you joined? Cyril, have you joined? Oh, and Adam retires. I think he realizes he's too fast. Robbie is the Haas driver. He's Sajada. Is he the one that has like the fucking white noise in the background? Harry's pushing. Doing everything he can to go pole position. That was a really nice hairpin there, it looked like, very committed, and also getting nice rotation on the corner. People need to avoid this red part of the track because it is going to slow you down. I don't know why people don't realise this, but there you go. Yeah, I noticed Harry has 4 track limit violations in a row. Harry continuing on his best. What can he do in the middle sector? Wasn't quite the fastest, but not bad. It's not on straight now. Harry is pushing as best he can. Did anyone improve their laps? Now Harry through the final corner now. It looks like a pretty good lap for Harry. I didn't see what the delta was because Dan's notification was in the way, but he gets on 32.2. He goes third fastest. Good lap from Harry there. Pretty much as good as he could have done. Let's watch Fabian now. He's the only chance. He could probably get onto the front row, I reckon, with this lap, but TF10 Adam seems to be more like Max Verstappen at this rate, with how dominant his pole lap is here at Cota today. No one will usurp him, I don't think. We'll see though. Only 2 people can, or 1 person now can usurp him at the front. And already Fabian is not improving in the first sector, but it's a very long lap still. A long way to go. Very, very direct line through the hairpin for Fabian. Dan says, come on, Fabina. Interesting. I've never heard of Fabina, but he sounds like a sexy guy. Fabian now, heading into the middle sector. What's he going to get delta-wise, please? Dan's chat move, so I can see the delta time on the top right. Fabian is 3.5 ticks up, which is actually pretty good, actually. You could still get in the 31s, you know. Fabian very much on the cards P2 and maybe P1, you never know. Don't ever discount Fabian. He is one of the best drivers in the league's history in terms of pure pace. Fabian is the GOAT, so he's already almost 4 tenths up. Maybe 4 tenths up now. Did he run out of... Did he downshift there? Am I tripping balls? Did he run out of... fuel? What's going on? Oh no, and Fabian spins into the wall on the final lap and that ruins his lap. Terrible for Fabian, unfortunately. Loses out on the chance to get the front row on the last corner. That was a shame. Fabian losing out on the chance on the front row, but it's pole position for the first time and potentially only time for TF10 Adam by 7 tenths here at Cota today. We have a new Eliza, ladies and gentlemen. Dervas says he was 1.3 seconds up. Apparently, Fabian was actually quick enough to go for pole, according to Dervas. But Fabian denies that. That was a good lap from Fabian, I must say. He was definitely going to get on the front row with that, but unfortunately not enough. Too little, too late. Cyril, did you join? Is Cyril even here? Are you in the session? Yeah. It is a wet race here at Cota today. This is going to throw a spanner in the works for these drivers. We have 10 drivers now. We have Saravi, Cyril, and John who've all joined since. I don't fucking know. It's the rain. It's different in the rain. I know Saravi left. I'm inviting him back. That's way too high for the rain, but there you go. Yeah, but if you have more front wing on the front, you're gonna have stupid oversteer in the wet. Like, trust me, you're gonna like almost spin out all the time. You want less than the rear wing in the rain conditions. I'm telling you. Wait, no, Saravi's not here. What the fuck? Oh, Saravi can't race now. You just get to the worst time. It's so annoying. Cyril in a Ferrari, but he's of course an Aston Martin driver. His points will count towards Aston Martin today. He'll start 8th with John in 9th. See how this goes. So Cyril, I guess, is back at Ferrari. I think he used to drive Ferrari, didn't he? No, he didn't. He always drove for Sauber. And Cyril now practicing for the track supposedly. Look at him go. Look at these lines by Cyril. Great stuff from him on this out lap. John was... I'm glad to know his teammate is really fucking good at the game and better than everyone else, but still. I think after today, there is actually a chance that we could vote as upper staff to ban him from the league for being too fast, because that is a valid reason. This is actually really bad for Fabian now with this new guy, I must say. This might actually ruin Fabian's championship chance. What, John? Can't hear John, he's too quiet. Sorry, can't race. Yeah, this is your teammate. Yeah, your teammate is actually so much better than... This actually is the best, probably the fastest driver we ever had in MPL, but he's actually quicker than Isaac, so... So we'll see what he can do in the wet conditions, maybe. Yeah, it's true. Adam is actually too fast, unlike real racing with Dan. Dan is not too fast for that league. However, TF10 Adam is too fast. I will see what he can do in the rain. If he wins by like 20 seconds, I hope he understands. He's not PSGL level. He's like maybe tier 4 level, but he's definitely an esports driver level. I'll say tier 4. He's like tier 3. Yeah, you're right, you're right. He is like Creator Series level driver, so... Maybe Alex Gillen level, you never know. It's really fast. No, he's not quick now, Alex Gillen. Harry was way off his... there. What do you mean lights out, Dan? It's not even fucking... The grid's not even lined up yet, are you blind? What? That's a crazy statement, Harry says. Harry says to explode Adam's penis. That is a crazy sentence. But, in other news, we're going to go racing soon in the wet conditions here. He's got the same number as me, so he's literally usurping me in MPL right now. And this will be the last race me and Dan do not race in, so enjoy this while it lasts, guys. There's 5 laps coming in front of the drivers. This could be the one and only race for TF10 Adam, we'll find out soon. Let's and away we go. It's a good start, but not quite as good as Priyank actually. Oh no, it's pretty line of stone. Look at the start from Fabian. On the inside, gets chopped off by Priyank in the first corner. Will they crash like an F1? He goes down the inside, and it's side by side behind. There's contact. I saw some front wing damage come off somebody there. There's more crunching behind. Is there damage to someone? Is that a Mercedes front wing that just came off there? So it's Harry up to second place, Priyank in third, fourth place to Fabian, fifth place to Dark, and he's side by side with Cyril now behind. They're going side by side through the middle sector. And Cyril goes past him now. Great move from him. He's up into 5th place already. Great start from him from 8th on the grid. He's up 3 places already with the best start of anyone. Graham Cracks with a nightmare start goes down to 9th. The driver who got his first career podium yesterday is now having a terrible start today. It's often the case in the league. But still, Adam continuing on with Harry right behind, but not really pulling away is Adam for now. I think it's to happen now. He's taking an interesting line here. And that will give him more momentum on the straight, which will leave him less susceptible to being overtaken. We'll see though how that plays out for him. So far though, Fabian though, chasing down Shank, he's going to go to the outside, going to standing move around the outside here, under braking. That was aggressive from Fabian. Is he going to be able to make it? He goes in deep. Is he off the track? Is that going to be a legal overtake? I don't think it will be. And he's still right there on the inside. Adam goes in deep. He's struggling in the wet conditions. Harry's right behind him. Harry could still be in a chance to win this race. Adam isn't actually that fast, really. What, really? You know what? Maybe he's not too fast. We should keep him, guys. To be fair, I looked at other tracks. It's not actually... This is his best track by far. Like, oh, he crashed! He crashed! He's out into the wall! And Adam is in the wall. The driver who's faster than everyone. He rejoins unsafely too! What is he doing? A time trial merchant, one could say. I'm joking, he's not. But still, Adam crashes out of the race lead in wet conditions here at Cota. And now chugging into second place behind Harry. He's now got a dominant lead in this race. Fabian, who's quick in the wet conditions, behind that. Cyril's looking quick in the rain. The second Ferrari seat seems to really benefit wet conditions. It is, I think, going to get dry towards the end. That is the weather forecast. Meanwhile, Derbas is with front wing damage, trying his best to stay close. But look how close the midfield are. All of them line astern here. And Adam has now got to make an early pit stop for a front wing. This is terrible news for the new Rebel driver. Hopefully, he can come back through the field here. I reckon he has the pace to. A Of course, there's very little tyre wear on the intermediate tires, even on this track with the long corners. Meanwhile, Shank, who's a controller player, trying his best in the wet conditions, pretty good in the rain. We saw it already. Top 3, I'd say, are the quickest rain drivers, besides maybe Dervas. I'm going to keep an eye on him, though, because even with his damage, he's going to be lethally fast here. We know he's good in the rain. Dervas is a very, very quick in the rain. We've seen it before. We saw it in F2. We saw it earlier this season in Imola when he won the race in wet conditions. Meanwhile, John is on the back of RL Darksen, who's had a good qualifying session once again. He qualified 5th and only his 3rd start. And Shank also qualified in P3. Was it? Oh no, it was P2, sorry, on his 1st start. So he's doing a very good job as Shank in the Haas. Meanwhile, Fabian is right close to these guys, but Dervas goes past Cyril, makes a bit of oversteer. There comes Cyril on the inside. It's side by side for position once again now between Dervas and Cyril, trying their best through these corners. 2 controller players battling for position, and Dervas will have to concede the place to Cyril in the battle for 4th. On track, Adam now pushes on his way, but has a lot of time to make up. He's really, I think what he's doing is he's being too aggressive on his inputs in the wet conditions, and it's costing him some time. He has got a purple middle sector though, so he's still looking quick. He's gaining a huge amount of time on the cars in front. But is it enough to undercut these cars at the front of the field? Let's find out. Chunk there in 2nd is very good. That's the fastest lap of the race. He's looking really fast in wet conditions. Meanwhile, John almost spun out there. I think he went very deep into the corner at least, and now he's got Graham Crackers for company behind him, the driver who got his first career podium yesterday. So too did Shamke's in 2nd already, looking for another podium in 2 races. That'll be a great resume for him. The driver replacing Kiwi is doing a great job to fill in the role he took in this league, which is to be a front runner. He's already now within a second of Harry now. He could be in a chance to get his first career win today. A very real opportunity for him. This will be great news for him today. Harry's struggling in wet conditions. As we've seen him before, he saw it in the Austria Sprint, we saw it in Monza. He doesn't seem to like the wet conditions as much, but Monza, he did end up having a good finish when it got dry. And when it came to the later stages of the race, he was very quick in the end. Today, though, struggling in the wet conditions, he's leading though, so he's got track position advantage. But Cyril is costing Dervas heaps of time here in the battle for 4th place. He's going to go for it down the inside. Of course, DRS isn't unable, so maybe this is worth it with no real opportunity for Cyril to come back at him if he can make the move. And now, Dervas ahead of Cyril. No, DRS is disabled. Yeah, anyway, Dervas now in 4th. Goes past Cyril, who is holding up this entire pack of cars here, I think Cyril is, because Dervas has now gone past. We'll see how it spreads out potentially. Will Cyril go for a move on the inside? He thought about it. Well, not quite close enough, almost at the back of Dervas, but didn't quite do it. Yes, it is. Well, technically it's not. It's Aston Martin driver, but in terms of the track game itself, Cyril is on a Ferrari, I guess. But John chasing down. The start off was a great day for Rebel, but honestly, Adam is literally 3 seconds a lap faster than everyone. This is insane. Oh, he almost spun again though. He really is struggling in these wet conditions for traction here. He was struggling in qualifying, never mind in the rain. Look how close this midfield is. We've got Dervas. Oh, Dervas got hit by Cyril there. That was Cyril's fault, I think. I'm not sure if he braked early though. We'll find. Well, it seemed like there was no lag on my screen, honestly, but we'll find out in a moment. Dervas there, trying his best to defend. There comes Fabian now for corners. Trying to stay close to Shamk. He's looking pretty quick actually, as Fabian, looking for another win to charge his championship challenge more. And there, what a lap! Oh my god! What was that? That was 2.1 seconds faster than anyone. That's ridiculous. Holy shit. So it is genuine. I know it sounds stupid, but I think he could genuinely still win the race. I'm not gonna lie. If he wins this race, he's not going to be able to race this league anymore. I'm saying that for nothing. I mean, under green flag conditions, that is. Check that in 2nd. Who is? Yeah, John has not got the right setup here. I don't know if he's running too high wings, but he's just struggling to keep close to these cars. We've seen it before, actually. John doesn't tend to be quite as quick in the rain. As he is in the drive. We saw it in Australia season 11, of course, in the first race on this game, but that was the first race in this game, so it's hard to say. But I've seen it in other races too. Like F1 at Monza, he had a terrible race there, I didn't even score it. I guess so. I mean, yeah, that's true, Dan, but even then, like, it's not interesting to have a guy who's like a second faster when he could be in a league that actually rewards him for, you know, and gives him close battles and rivals and stuff. This league is non-professional league. This guy's borderline a professional driver. Yeah, conditions are getting better. It looks a lot drier than it was. In fact, there is on my screen, there's no spray anymore, visibly at least. So I think it's getting on the drier side now. There is spray still, but on my screen because of the it's still raining on the particle effect. But if you go on the off-board, it looks like it's barely raining anymore. Fabian though is just about 7 tenths behind. Shamku's 5 tenths behind Harry in the battle for race lead. Dervas, as the conditions are drying, is starting to lose touch with these leading cars. He was 2.3 seconds behind, make that 2.7 now. Continues on his way. It's a personal best first sector anyway though for Dervas, so the conditions are getting better. Shank now looking for his first career victory in MPL, could very well do that. Much like Cota in F2, we are having a surprise driver be in contention to win the race. I've noticed that F2 and F1 have shared many similarities in the races and how they played out. Meanwhile, Darksen and Serial almost made contact into the hairpin. John is watching this on now in the battle behind. He's really struggling for turning, I think. He's not turning enough, it looks like, and the lack of rotation is really not helping him in this race to stay close to these cars, and he's struggling in the straights. So he's got 10 minutes till the rain ends, says Fabian on the radio, as now Darksen, right behind Serial, is going to continue his fight, and I think it's very plausible that Darksen could get past very shortly here. Meanwhile, back to the battle for the race lead. Meanwhile, oh my god, Adam is so fast. He's already within 11 seconds of these cars in front. He's got his battery deployment on for some reason in the low speed corners, will give him less traction. He's about 2 seconds a lap faster than most of the field. So I think at this rate he could still win. It would be an insane comeback if he won this race, I must say. But it's very plausible we could have 2 different drivers could win their first race today in terms of how they've been driving so far. Meanwhile, as I say that, Shank goes in a little bit deep off the final corner. Gonna have to use some battery to try and catch up to Harry now. Is that a wet Cota race? Yes, it is. CB. Fabian now is continuing on. And Tietador gets another fastest lap of the race there with a 47.0. Fabian chasing down these leading cars. Yeah, CB's glad he missed the race, fair enough. Must have more downforce. Oh, Fabian almost spun out there completely going off the corner. He's lost loads of times to the cars in front. I just caught the end of that. But he's got plenty of battery to use, so he's definitely be able to catch back up, I reckon. Meanwhile, Harry and Shank using battery in the right times here. So far, though, this battle for the race lead is getting closer and closer. Here comes Shank now. He's got to run, I think, maybe. He's definitely got some overspeed on Harry in the battle for the race lead, but I don't think he's close enough to just not make a move yet. Meanwhile, Darksen continues his charge after Cyril, but once again, he's still too far back. Fabian, though, may be in the clutches of Dervas if he's not careful, but he has seemed to have more pace. He's struggling in these wet conditions for traction. Heading up these corners. We saw his pace in Austria was really good in the rain. At this track, it's not quite the same, but it's not really the pace that's the issue. It seems to be the consistency with the traction control being off, I assume. But he's still looking pretty quick here. He's catching back up already pretty quickly, quite a rate or not. Oh my fucking Jesus, man! Why is Adam so fast? He's already within 8 seconds of Graham Crackers. He was 19 seconds behind them when he pitted. He's already now gained 12 seconds on Graham Crackers in literally 5 laps. That's insane. So from crashing out of the race lead, he's now still with a chance of winning. This is an interesting race then in terms of the way it's going. I mean, the leading cars were all coming together. I think Adam's about to get another fastest lap here. Look how aggressive he is on his turning there. Into the far corner now. Is he driving 6-7? Is he driving the number 67? He better not be. Fast lap of the race. Oh my god, 1 minute 46.3. That's so much faster than these leaders. We're still running in the 48s at best, and meanwhile, Darksen's right behind Cyril here going into the S's. That was very close to contact. Meanwhile, John dropped off a bit behind these guys, and he's got Graham Crackers to worry about behind him. John having a difficult season here in MPL in Season 12. Continues that trend on now. But still, a long way to go. Oh, that was Cyril almost spinning out. He hit the front of Darksen there as he was wheel spinning through the S's, and that might bring John back into the equation. Actually, no. Oh, he does. Yeah, he's right behind now. Now the leading cars continue their battling. Shank did break very late into the half, but had a good exit too, but Fabian did too. Leading cars fighting it out. 5 minutes till the rain ends, and that will change this race dramatically in these dry conditions. We'll see who blinks first for the pit stops in these conditions. We've seen TF10 Adam continue his charge after the leading cars in this race. Meanwhile, there's a battle up front here at the midfield between Darksen and Cyril. It continues on. Off the corner they come. Can Darksen make a move on Cyril for 5th place? I don't think he can just yet. Pretty close though. Opening off the corner. Will he send him on the inside? He does not. That might leave the door open to John on the inside. He does. And that's not good. I don't know why he did that. He probably should have covered that off. Poor defending from Darkson. Cost him a position there. And now he's going to lose out to 6th place on John. He's into 6th. And now, John into 6th place ahead of Darkson, the new driver in McLaren. Continuing on now is John. And now John will set aside after Cyril in 5th. He's looking pretty quick now as John in the end of the stint. Maybe he'll be quicker in the dry conditions than in the rain. You are the fastest person ever, says Dan, and that does describe CF10 Adam pretty well. Let's see if he gets another fastest lap or not. He turned in too early into that corner there, that's correct. And he was considerably slower than his previous best lap there. He was 2.2 seconds off of his fastest lap attempt. So I'm not sure how maybe they are at the moment, but he's still been gaining time despite that lap, so it does prove he is definitely the class of the field today. Importantly though for his race, if he does manage to catch up, it's another thing to pass these guys. We'll see if he does. I'll keep an eye on him. Meanwhile, Pshenka's the closest he's ever been to Harry now, heading into the final part of the going to the start of the first set. They're going down to the end of the track. Could be a switchback maybe. He's going for it. He does have the inside line. Will he have the traction there is the question. They both have similar ERS. Fabian is right behind these two guys too. This could be a very interesting fight for the lead now between these three. Will we go 3 wide down the straight? Here comes Pshenk now. Is he going to go for the lead? So is Fabian. Is it going to be 3 wide? It might be. Yes, it is. It's 3 wide for the lead here at Cota, just like in season 10. Down the inside goes Pshenk now on the inside. Will he hit Fabian? Oh, there is contact, but a little bit there. Harry goes in deep. Fabian spinning off the corner there as well. Just a little bit of wheel spin. But no, they stay line astern. It's Harry leading from Pshenk second and Fabian still in third. Crazy racing here at the front, and this race is starting to come alive now. Fabian's going to try and move on the inside of Pshenk. Oh, there's contact between them. Oh no, that was strange. Honestly, that Fabian move was fair enough. I think Pshenk just didn't really give him much space to make a move there, though. So I don't know what to think of that. Yeah, he did turn in pretty early there. I think he was trying to defend, but it was a bit too robust as defense, though. I think he didn't expect you to make a move, but still, I think that was hard racing. I don't see why that should be a penalty for anyone, to be honest, because that would be quite cowardly of anyone to try and push forward, I'll be honest. That was questionable, but I reckon it was questionable from both drivers at that point. That was a questionable attempt and a questionable defense from both drivers there, but still, the race continues on. Yeah, that was terrifying. Being in the middle of 3 wide is the worst position to be in. Yeah, Adam is once again getting the fastest lap here as he's deploying. He's so good at deploying battery and saving it too, which is even more scary. Yeah, Fabian though is now going to be the next person to chase after Harry. Harry has been leading this race pretty comfortably so far, but as the stint continues, he's really struggling for grip in these corners now. And Pshenk will chase down Fabian for a second now. Fabian looks pretty fast. Harry as well is pretty quick himself. Don't ever discount Harry from a race. He's very quick. Meanwhile, Fabian is now right behind him. Fabian just looks so much quicker here at the moment. John gets the first track limits penalty of the race. John now gets 3 seconds. Here comes Darksen. Will he go for a move? Not quite. And TF10 Adam is now already catching up to the back of these cars in front. He turns so early. I mean, how does he get the grip? This game is honestly, this guy's just exposing how stupid the handling model is. Meanwhile, so a battle for the race leaders between Fabian and Harry now. Side by side off the corner, Fabian goes to the outside. Will he make that move stick on the inside now? This is a battle for the race lead here between these two. Fabian goes down the inside, pushes Harry wide, and takes the lead away off him in the United States Grand Prix. This is a great battle for the lead. And with the dry coming soon, and it's only lap 9. How is it only lap 9? That's crazy. I thought it'd be lap 15 or something by now, but so much has happened in 9 laps. Basically, Cyril joined late, and he's in the Aston Martin. So he's in the front. Who the fuck is Swifty? I assume that's a friend of Adam who's invited to watch him driving. That's my assumption. Meanwhile, there's a huge trainer car behind Cyril now in the battle for 5th place. Oh my god, Groundcrack's nearly just died off that corner. Here comes TF10 Adam now. Meanwhile, Shank past Harry? Am I mistaken for seeing that? Yeah, he goes down the inside of Harry. Harry's really struggling here. He goes for it. Oh, Fabian almost spun off there. I saw that. And Shank now closes the gap back into Fabian now, who was trying all he could to pull away. Meanwhile, Darksen and John are battling for position up front. Look at these fights. Really good battling here. Here comes TF10 who almost spins out again. Around the outside of Gromcrackers, great move this would be if he can make it, and he does go up into 8th place. He finally makes an overtake in this race. In the S's, he makes it stick. Look how much faster he is! What the fuck? He's so fast, it's insane. Can he get past John now is the question. He's going to go for it right on the inside of John. What a move! At the class of the field, look at this incredible move here from John. Straight back into position. Can you let him through? Yeah, whatever, John. Anyway, TF10 Adam goes up to 7th place. And Grompak is now right behind John. This is not benefiting John now, is letting his teammate pass supposedly. Though I think that was his excuse for getting overtaken. But, anyway, Grompak is chasing down John for 8th place. And it doesn't quite seem to have the straight line speed to do anything yet. TF10 Adam in 7th place chases down Darkzen and Cyril now for 5th. This battle has been raging on throughout this race. The top 3 are starting to close back in again after they just pulled outside of a second gap between each other. Fabian, they're struggling for traction off these corners, trying his best to stay close. It's a very heated fight between these 3 guys at the front. Well, here comes Darkzen on Cyril now. He's got a big run, but he couldn't do anything with it, unfortunately. I mean, that'll bring TF10 Adam into the equation once again, but he's in the dirty air for the first time in a while. Meanwhile, Darkzen almost just spun out there into this fight for 5th against Cyril. Meanwhile, this is allowing Durbas to sort of pull away, I think, from these guys. So running a quiet race in 4th, sort of in no man's land for now. Darkzen is right behind Cyril now. Surely he'll make a move. Trying to move. Oh no, he almost at the back of him now, but he doesn't. Oh, but look at that. Look at the sliding. There's contact between them. Off the corner, I think Cyril oversteered into RL Darkzen, and that gives TF10 Adam 6th place now. He'll chase after 5th Cyril. Oh, and he hits the back of him. I think he's surprised at how much slower he actually is. And he goes past. Into 5th goes TF10 Adam already. Back up to the top 5. Wait, what, Fabian? The rain has stopped. This will make dry conditions start to become an interesting factor in this race. Here comes Darkzen once again on Cyril now. He's not going to be happy about that incident that just was. It's getting dry, and there's no spray I can see. There's no rain either, so it's really going to come down to this then. Apparently Cyril's underfueled his car. I can see it on his telemetry there. He's going to have to start saving fuel. Oh, he almost hit the back of TF10 Adam there. Yeah, rain has stopped down. The drivers have confirmed it. Meanwhile, here comes Cyril and TF10 Adam now. He can make a move for position once again. And he's having to defend heavily now from these cars behind. Look at all these cars that are right behind TF10 Adam. He's struggling to get away. Look at how much he's struggling for grip here. I think he's using a lot of his tyres up, trying to get ahead of these guys. But he has so much more battery than anyone on track. It's crazy how fast he is in these conditions. He's definitely going to be quicker in the dry than he was in the wet. Meanwhile, Fabian has pulled away a 2-second lead here. Armstrong in 2nd and Harry in 3rd. Is sliding across on the inside. What the fuck was that? And that's ruined Harry's race even more now. He's going to be 2.8 seconds behind even Shank now in 3rd. And Harry's, I think tyre wear is a big problem. Harry was trying to come into the pit lane and slid across the inside, trying to come into the pit lane. Now his tyres beyond, realistically beyond like 80, yeah. You can make it, just you have to be real careful. Harry's tyres are on 83% wear. He's really been struggling in these conditions. And that will put him to be vulnerable. Look how fast TF10 Adam is through this middle sector. Sorry, first sector. He's got a purple first sector, so. Puncture for Harry! And this is bad news. He's got a rear right puncture there on the car. This could be a problem. He has to get back to the pit lane with a puncture, which will definitely cost him a chance at the podium today. Oh no, he's really struggling now for the grip. The rear tyre is almost coming off the rim there. This could be a safety car if he crashes, which would be completely, that'll completely flip this race on its head. Harry does rarely, well, that's not true, you crashed the Zandvoort, but, you know. Harry, you stop being a jackass. To remind Harry of Zandvoort in 2 races. Oh, Darkzen is in the wall, he's crashed! And that could be a safety car. I don't think it will be because he's managed to get the car going and there's no front wing completely off the car, but that's completely ruined his race. Harry there, with a puncture, is losing heaps and heaps of time. And will Shank and Fabian have a puncture now? I don't think they do. Shank is fine. Fabian and Shank. Oh, Harry spins out with his puncture there. Out of 3rd, and he's got a puncture, and that's not... I need to get going. He's really struggling to keep going, and this is ruining Harry's race. Oh no, Harry spins again! Harry's race, he's so close to the pit lane, it's so close. TF10 also pits with these 2 leading cars. And Harry finally comes into the pit lane. Harry lucky not to get wing damage, as he said. And John now is going to be coming out in 1st place on the intermediate tyres, but he's got Fabian right behind him on dries now on the hard tyre, which will easily get to the end of the race. Oh, he spins almost! He almost spun out of the race lead there, did Fabian. What the fuck? Wait, TF10 Adam got ahead of Shank in the pit lane. Oh, but he's got a penalty for crossing the pit lane exit line. Oh, Adam got 10 seconds. That could ruin his race. And he's also 10 seconds behind Fabian, and he's using too much curb through the first sector now because it's still wet on the curbs. This race is chaos in this drying conditions. How is Shank so far behind? What happened? Why is he on medium tyres as well? This is terrible news for him. Oh, he's sliding around and he goes off the track. The drivers must have called way too early to go into to dry tyres. Yellow flags are out. It's TF10. He spun out again. Adam spins out of the race from third. And this is terrible news for him now on these hard tyres. He cannot get it up to temperature. And he's almost spinning again. He's got no traction. And now Shank is right behind him as well. This is a crazy race here at Cota. This reminds me of Russia 2021. It's not just 2021, but like reversed, because it's instead of dry to wet. Harry supposedly feels fine here. They all pitted in it's not necessarily wet conditions, but it's pretty dry as well. Fabian is so far ahead of the field. So in drying conditions, the driver's struggling to make it work. John is still quicker on the intermediate tyres, so... Well, not now anymore, I don't think he is anymore. It's still sketchy conditions though, and TF10 Adam you can visibly see is struggling with these conditions, and he has a 10-second penalty, so... Oh, he spins again! Oh, terrible for him, and he almost crashes into Shank as he comes back across the track. And Shank now goes into second on track as John pits. Adam is struggling so badly in these conditions. And look at Cyril now. How did he get in this fight? He's up to 5th place, which is a net P4 when everyone pits. Cyril is the GOAT. How is Cyril on hard tyres? When did he pit? I didn't even notice that he pitted. Yeah, the tyres are much better now on dry. Look at this massive train of cars in the first sector now, as John has been caught up to by these guys around. Wait, he pitted and retained the lead. John is now into second. Is DRS, I don't think it's been enabled yet, I don't think. I haven't seen it yet. John going in deep. It's not enabled, but Shank on the medium tyres will want to make quick work of John. It's a Red Bull sandwich here from Shank. Meanwhile, Harry is right behind Cyril now. DRS gets enabled. This is massive for these guys' races. Will they get DRS? I think they will. Shank thought about moving on John down the inside. That was a sloppy move. He tries it. He did kind of push him off, but I don't know what to think of that. Should get DRS. Gets it up now, closing in on Shank for second place on track. Will he have the battery to do so? Definitely has some overspeed. He goes for it down the inside, goes Shank. What a move that would be if he could make it. He doesn't, he goes wasted. That was a crazy attempt of a dive bomb. What was he thinking? Oh no! Shank goes off the track and spins almost around to the wall now on the medium tyres. What the fuck is this race? This race is crazy. Oh no, he spins out again! How does he keep spinning? Why doesn't he just take it easy? What is he doing? He keeps spinning out. He's in 7th place! How did Dervis get in this fight? What the fuck? What is going on? There's a massive train from 2nd all the way down to 6th. Make that 7th technically. Dervis almost spun out and Fabian gets the fast half of the race on the hard tyre. Fabian is just cruising away with a 16.5-second lead in this race. What the fuck? Loads of track limits. As Harry gets track limits for 3 seconds now. And Shank is also going to be worrying about these warnings. John has a penalty. Cyril does not. Dervis does. Dervis gets the fastest half of the race on the medium tyres. What a race. The humble traction control switch. Meanwhile, John and Shank are battling for position. What the fuck? I don't even know what to look at. There's so much going on. And oh, contact with Dervis and Cyril now for position down there. This is actually really cool. I really wish I was here now, but oh well. And now, look at this massive train. So you got Cyril in this fight. He's right. We got Dervis right on his tail with his medium tyres. We've got Adam in this fight as well. He looks really fast in the Red Bull. Contact, he hits Dervis, and they spin around, and Dervis is almost... He got damage on Adam's car, and he spins out as well as Dervis in the middle of the track. Disaster for him. And TF10 Adam now has more damage on his car. I don't know what caused that. I didn't see the start of that incident, but I saw how it ended. And Cyril now in 5th place doesn't have to worry about these cars behind as much because they've got damage now. Once again, for the 2nd time in this race, TF10 Adam has damage, but now Shank in the battle for 2nd place on track. Is chasing down Ebo John now for position. Goes down the inside with the DRS. He's going to try the move. He's trying to level him going into this corner. He's got ABS off. I didn't realise. That's probably why he's so fast in these races. And now he goes down the inside and goes past. And now it's Harry versus John for 3rd. By the way, Cyril's in position to get 3rd. As of right now, Cyril would finish in 3rd place. So Cyril, if he can stay in this position for the rest of the race, could genuinely finish on the podium for the first time in his entire career. That'd be sick. And meanwhile, Fabian gets another fast lap, even quicker than before. These drying conditions are really a challenge for the drivers today. Cyril lagged out. Please don't tell me he hasn't. I don't think he has. Okay, good. He's just lagging on my screen. TF10 Adam with damage is still right in this fight with these cars in front. And Shank gets the fast lap by a huge margin. That was almost a second faster than Fabian. So, yeah, he may need to pit again. I don't know. A safety car would make this race very interesting, I must say. Darksen goes fastest now. What tyre is he on? He's on fresh hards. He's already caught back up to this field after his incident. Graham Crackers is in this fight now with Dervas for 7th place after his spin. And now Shank versus Ivo John in the battle for the 2nd place on track. Oh, Shank narrows his penalty. It was inevitable that was going to happen, and he does get a 3-second penalty there. Disaster for him in this race. Let's look at the penalties actually. First of all, let's look at tyres. Second of all, let's look at the... Oh no, I can't do that. Okay, penalties. Yeah, 13 seconds to TF10 Adam, 3 seconds to everyone else. Oh, and TF10 Adam goes past Cyril with the dive bomb there in the hairpin. He goes past, and I can't believe this. Look at these tyres are on. So, freshest tyres of anyone go to Ivo John, who's on 2-lap old hard tyres. It should be helpful for him in his race, but he's got a 3-second penalty. He goes in really deep, and that's going to give Harry a chance now, maybe. Not quite. TF10 Adam is now back in this fight. He's going to be chasing them down in this fight position. He's got a perfect middle sector. Why is he so aggressive on the throttle? I don't understand why he does this. He's literally just ruining his race by just constantly flooring it off these corners. Is it out of frustration? Like, what is he doing? Fabian goes even faster now with a 38.9. Look how much the track is drying. He went 3 seconds faster that lap than his previous lap. Trying his best to get to the end now, mediums. I don't know if he can make it on those tyres, I'll be honest. Now, TF10 Adam is now right behind. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to dive on from here like Lance Stroll, because he's been doing it a lot. He gets the fastest lap of the race with a 38.1 into the first corner now. It's a battle for between John and Harry at the front in this position now. Battle for P3 as TF10 Adam almost spins around. Harry is right behind John now. And as they close in on each other, pretty close between these guys. Harry now continuing on. Devas did literally get spun out and stayed on track for a decent amount of time. The chance of safety, yeah. But the thing is, CB, the only way for, even on increased safety cards, the only way for that to happen is if there's like full front wing damage, like full front wing missing, and then the game will give a safety card guarantee pretty much. And yeah, so safety car is still plausible. It's on the increase, by the way. I should remind everyone that the safety cards are back to normal for this race. They are immersive and they are on the increased. Meanwhile, here comes Harry on John now. Around the outside, TF10 Adam locks the brakes, almost hits him. The side-by-side here. It's really close battling between them in the middle of the field. Harry goes down the inside for position. Into 3rd place on track he goes. And he's chasing these guys out side-by-side between John and Harry now. Will TF10 Adam stand a move on the inside of Harry as well? This is great racing between these three. Look how close they are. And yet they still haven't made contact. Great racing. Fabian gets to 37.6. And now it's side-by-side through here. What a move that'll be from John if he makes it. Around the outside of Harry, down the inside into turn 19. He does go for it. Can Harry get the switch right now? He almost did. Crazy racing. What a race. This is one of the best racing season again. I can't believe this. Every time I don't race, it's always just phenomenal racing. It's so annoying. Harry now. With DRS chasing down John Murray Cam. Will he send it into turn 1? He'll think about it. He's more. They're going defensive on TF10. He goes around the outside into turn 1. Even with damage, this contact, he hits him and he spins again for the 3rd time in the race. Oh my god, man. And he's around, it almost hits Cyril as he rejoined. That was so close to contact. TF10 Adam is having a strange and sloppy race here today at Cota. I can't believe it. He's so fast, but he's so inconsistent. I've never seen this before. Like, he's probably one of the most inconsistent drivers in the field. Yeah, I agree, honestly. But, so TF10 Adam continues on. But Fabian is now guaranteed the win at this point. He's got a 16.1 second lead and he doesn't have any track limit penalties. So basically guaranteed for him to get this win here today as long as there's no more safety cars. Safety car would completely change the clutch this race. Meanwhile, it's a battle between Harry and John once again now. These two having a wonderful battle for 3rd place on track. There's still, by the way, it's still plausible Cyril if we get a podium, by the way. Meanwhile, Dervas and Ground Crackers are fighting for position as well. Dervas goes past him. And meanwhile, Darkson's back in this fight. This is actually such a sick race. I'm enjoying watching this. Meanwhile, John and Harry continue their fight. I'm going to need to get my charge out from my controller. think Shank is too far ahead of Harry and John at this point to really get in that fight, so it's looking pretty guaranteed for him to get this second place here. He is on medium, so he may have to pit again. This could give Harry and John a chance to get the podium here today. The more John, and meanwhile, look at Darkseid. He's so close to the back of Graham Crackers here in the battle for 8th place now. This is the closest fight on track currently. Is he going to send it into someone? He thought about it. Not quite close enough to make a move there. Who's back in this fight once again is Darkseid with Burvas on 7 up all mediums. Those are going to be crying for help at this stage of the race. You know, with the advantage you get from tyre wear at this track, I reckon it's plausible that pitting again may not even be that bad of a strategy. He's still closing on Fabian as champ now, especially in that first sector, where he's gaining loads of time on Fabian on this lap. What happened? Did Tieta Man spin again? I don't know what happened. He's battling with Serial. Tieta Adam now in 6th place, chasing down Serial. He hasn't got any penalties and he's dropped off a cliff in pace. Oh, he goes to the outside of the track. What was he thinking? He's so aggressive. I've never seen such an aggressive drive. Meanwhile, behind is a great battle for position here. Sees 3 cars. Honestly, fair enough, Dan. Yeah. Yeah, he literally floors the throttle in the exit of corners. He doesn't even think about it. He's driving like he has traction control. Look at that shot. You can see Fabian in the background and in the top of the screen. When we're looking at cars coming through turn 19, that's how far back TF10 Adam is now from the leading cars after crashing out on the first lap. That ruined his race. He definitely could have won today if he wasn't just so aggressive on the power. Meanwhile, Darkseid, and look at this switchback from Graham Crackers here. Oh, sorry, that's Dervas back in position with him. Oh, Dervas pitted. That's why that happened. It's side by side for position now between these guys in the fight for P7. It is Eliza Gas throttle control, you're right, CB, that was genuinely what it was like. And look at this fight for position between Darkseid and Graham Crackers. He does get back past Graham Crackers into 7th place. Great racing between these two, but Darkseid doesn't have a penalty and Graham Crackers does, so that's going to be pivotal for this race for him. Cyril there is losing huge amounts of time to TF Adam, who once again is closing the gap to the cars in front. John struggling to stay close as they both gain massively on Champs now. I think it'd be best if he pitted this lap, to be honest, for more medium tyres, because he may as well try it, because at this point he's going to lose heaps of time in traffic. What, John? What happened? Oh, Darkseid goes past Graham Crackers with the DRS? I was so confused then. Another switchback though, he has no traction to Darkseid compared to Graham Crackers. He's going for switchback heaven here. Look, once again he's going for the switchback. Oh, there's almost contact. How did they not touch as they came off the corner? He's getting really squeezed out to the edge of the track. That was fair, to be honest, but that was very aggressive from him there. Another switchback from Graham Crackers. What a battle this is. Genuinely some of the best racing of the season. Almost contact on a very scary part of the track between them. How are they not crashing? This is crazy. Oh, he thought about a move. He doesn't go for it. So close. 37-0 from TF10 Adam. 8 laps into the stint is terrifyingly fast. But, when he really locks in, he is so fast. Oh, why is he doing this to himself? Once again, he almost spins out of the first corner. He just struggles so much for traction. He's so aggressive on the throttle. It's crazy. He's by far the fastest driver, but he's just not, like, consistent enough. And yeah, a safety car will make this race the best race of the season. Wait, what, Fabian? You going to pit again? You could pit again and still win, you know. If you pit in for softs, you could probably overtake all the cars in the front of the field in like 2 laps and get fast lap as well. No, I mean, it's Fabian. It's Fabian, don't you want maximum points? If you want to be in the title fight, you want to get as many points as you can. That's a good idea. That's what I'm saying, like, if you put yourself at the end, you'll be fine. You know, TF10 Adam once again continues his charge after John and Harry for the battle for P3. John has dropped off a cliff in pace, even though he's on fresher tyres than Harry. It is much slower at the moment. And TF10 Adam is genuinely the most exciting driver I've seen in a while, just for the sense that he's genuinely just fucking, like, crazy. He just tries to kill himself all the time. Gromcrack is there, chases down Darkstone. Once again, makes a mistake there as he comes off the steering mid-corner. I don't know why he did that, but that's cost him 2/10 in the corner there to Darkstone. I think he might have lost DRS because of it. And meanwhile, Gromcrackers, sorry, is that Darkstone chasing down Serial now for 6th place? He looked at one point as though he was going to be in the fight for the podium, and now that's kind of dropped off in how likely it is. We could see a fight between the Red Bulls here very shortly, and also for 2nd place between Harry and Shank as well. So still things that can happen today. As Gromcrackers now chases down who? Dervash with a really good lap there. That was genuinely one of the fastest laps I've seen on. That was medium tyres for Dervash. 35.7, that's almost 1.4 seconds quicker, I think, than TF10 Adam's fastest lap, 1.3 even. Really good lap from him there. Dervash gets the fastest lap and he's going to give himself an extra point. Oh, he almost spun out again, did TF10 Adam there. He's just going to overheat his tyres because he's so aggressive on the turning. He does this like an esports driver. He doesn't know how to preserve his tyres and also just be less aggressive on throttle. He's going to have like really high rear tyre wear at this rate. Oh, and again he almost spins out. What is he doing, man? He's so aggressive on the throttle. I've never seen this before. Probably he could genuinely put again the fastest lap here and it'll be fine. Oh no! Gromcrackers has left. 36.2 by Fabian. Almost fastest lap. Let me have a look at. He's off by about half a second. Is Fabian there? Yeah, I reckon it's plausible. Yeah, so Gromcracker's AI car will have to race for the rest of the race, which will give Dervash more points, I reckon. Meanwhile, oh yeah, Darkstone has caught up now to Cyril, and also Harry's caught up to Shank in the battle for 2nd and has DRS on him already, so. He's quicker, but not as much as this track. Not anywhere near as much. So this probably is his best track. So you know what, I'll give him another chance next weekend to see if he's still this fast, we'll see. If he does win by like 20 seconds there at one point, I'm probably just going to have to say hell no. Yeah, I reckon we should keep him, because he's only going to be around in the Sunday races. You're right, he is, yeah. Oh wow. Look at the grip difference here between Harry and Shank now. Shank on the medium tyres should probably pit soon at this point. Harry goes past and takes 2nd place. That's where he wants to be. And Harry now gets ahead of Shank now, and that's going to unsettle Fabian's race a little bit with the threat of Harry behind him. Of course, not in terms of the battle for the lead, obviously, this is a 20-second gap between the top two, but in terms of the battle for position. Yeah, Harry's puncture ruined his race completely, and I don't know how Shank lost so much time in the pit lane. Did he pit for damage? Did he crash in the pit entry enough to... He lost. I must have hit the pit entry wall, I reckon, and then got damage. That's what my prediction was. TF10's whipping up the controller. Having a potential spin again when? Hell no. I don't think he's spinning today. Meanwhile, Darkstone continues on. The top 4, well, the 2nd down to 5th are closing in a bit as Darkstone continues on his way. This race has been really good, I must say. Surprisingly, it was pretty boring at first, but it really came alive after a few laps. How much? 13 seconds of penalties to TF10 Adam is insane. In a race with only... And there goes Dervash past his teammate's AI car. I don't know if he's actually made that move stick yet, actually. Now he does. And that will give Dervash a convincing 8th place and fastest lap, so he's now got 5 points to his name, but if Fabian does pit from the lead, which he very well could at this point, I reckon, it's not very much of a risk if he does pit at the end and go for fastest lap, because there's not really anyone behind him who's a threat. Oh, and he spins out again! How does he keep spinning? He's literally like Brody in Australia. And he retires from the session! He retired! And he left. He's had enough. Terrible race, and Swifty, who was watching him, has now left as well. And that ruins TF10 Adam's race on debut. He was having a wonderful debut. And meanwhile, Darkstone goes past Cyril for 5th, but it's a switch back from Cyril to go himself back into 5th as well. It's so close between these two. These two both do not have a penalty, so this is a battle for position. I think that did not pick the right tyres to go on in this race, and he's now really struggling at the end of this race. You look at his tyres, surely he's on like stupid wear right now. John will easily, yeah, he does go past Shank now for third place on track. Well, it might not be yet because John's still behind you. Yeah, this will be the first ever second place. This will be Harry's first ever P2 finish. Of course, he's finished third and first in many other places before, but never finished in P2. He almost did in Singapore last season, but lost it on the final lap on the final chicane. And now he's looking to get retribution for that. Go to today. But in the context of the time championship fight, Fabian has really proved himself today to be a proper championship contender with this 20.5 second lead that he's pulled out on his competitors. I don't know how he got that big of a lead, to be honest. So actually, as it stands, Fabian would take second in the Drivers' Championship ahead of Dan by, I believe, 8 points, which would be massive in the championship. And now, yeah, no, Fabian could still get a fastest lap, and he does. He's coming into the pit lane. Fabian comes in for the soft tyres, and this is exactly what he was going to try and do. This is the fastest lap attempt from Fabian. Of course, the pit lane here only leaves you about 20 seconds of time. Pretty short pit lane here at Cota. So, as he comes out onto the track, do not cross the pit line, Fabian. You will get a penalty. 10 seconds was given to Adam for that, so you might lose the race because of it. As he comes out the pit lane there, Fabian comes onto the track and comes out in front of Harry, and Harry will be stuck in P2, and Harry says, "Speed, I need this, my mama's kind of homeless." Here comes Dogson on Cyril on the final couple laps of this race. Wah! Anyway, can he make a move? No. Far back. Cyril is doing a great job defending against Dogson here, who is on the same tyre life as him on the hards, but they're just pretty evenly matched here in terms of pace at the moment. Dogson with a good performance today. Qualified P5, it's currently P6. Looking to get back to where he started today. Fabian is almost guaranteed. He's already got full battery. It's not even half of his laps, so he's guaranteed to go. MPL beats you guys. You know, at one point you guys were like that to me, right? You guys joined in season 10. You guys are like little baby boys to me. Yeah, because you guys are new as fuck. So is TXNN, but you guys are way newer than like most people I know in this league. Like, Fabian might be the youngest person ever, but he's still an OG like me. Been around since season 1. Fabian there. Meanwhile, there goes Darkson, I forgot to see it, and he goes past Cyril, but he's going to go back down the inside. What is he doing? Cyril with a stupid overtaking time. What the fuck was that? And he goes back down the inside, and Darkson takes 5th place away. Is he giving the place back? I think he had an illegal overtake, which is very unfair, I think, because Cyril did make a genuine overtake there. Why doesn't he go for moves there? He can always go for a move there, and now he does. I'm not talking to you! Why do you think the world revolves around you, Cyril? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, Darkson back into 5th place. Shank into 4th still, with 3rd place John coming on to the corner. Let's watch Fabian's fastest lap attempt here into the first corner he goes, on those soft tyres. Look how easy it is to not spin out of the corner when you are on soft tyres. I'm like, letting somebody. And he's through the S's. Trying his best. Oh, and Dervas gets another track limit this morning, and it is half a second faster in the first sector alone for Fabian here. This is a really good lap already. Fabian, this is the most dominant performance of Fabian's career by an absolute country mile. This is even more dominant than season 10. Abu Dhabi, I would say. Yeah, for sure. I mean, given that you were 20 seconds in front, had enough time to make a pit stop and then pull out at probably about 10 seconds by the end of the race, is insane. That is, I think the only I've really done that before, to be honest. Like, even Tyce has never done that before. Fabian, don't trust John. You know, I'm joking. But yeah, there's been a mutual agreement to engage in combat between Harry and John. I will watch that after Fabian's fastest lap because he's cooking right now. Let's see what he gets. Let's try to look at the fastest laps. Hunzi joins. Hello. That's fastest lap. It's currently at 1 minute 35.7 by Dervas on the medium tyres. He just left the session. And heading into the far corner now. Fabian comes across the line. What's it going to be? Gets off the throttle just to be careful. He gets a 34.2. That is 1.5 seconds faster than the fastest lap before. And that gives him a convincing fastest lap of the race. 26 points to Fabian, that is good in the championship for him. So in the last 2 weekends, he would probably get around about, what is it? In the last 2 races, he got 51 points. He didn't get fastest lap yesterday or pole, so they didn't get any extra points yesterday. Just got 25 plus 26 today, which would be 51. Would it be? Yep. I'm literally on board with you, John. Don't worry. John, they're right behind Harry. They're fighting for second place at the end of this race. They're going to battle it out here at the end. Oh, John and Harry. John will try his best to do whatever he can against Harry now. Does John have the traction or the grip or the pace to do this? Cyril there, still right behind Darkson in about 5th. But now, this is battle for second place at the end of this race. Can John do something to usurp Harry here at the end? Great exit there from Harry and using the battery at the right time, but DRS will come in John's favour. What's it going to be down the straight on the final lap of the race? John now versus Harry on the last lap. Harry goes defensive. Will John go on the outside? He's trying it. It's side by side between them, and John now is so close to Harry. John sends it, and there's contact between them, and it's side by side at the end. To the inside, here comes Harry now. Can he get past John on the final lap? He's still there. John trying to get the switchback. I don't think he can make it, but he has some battery to use still. As Fabian rounds the final corner and takes the win in the United States Grand Prix, crashes over the line. And Harry now will finish in second place. Incredible performance from Fabian today. And John finishes in 3rd place behind Harry in second. The first ever P2 for Harry. John gets P3. Pchenk losing out at the end on the medium tyres, gets P4. If only he was on the hard, probably could have even won this race at one point. If he just didn't hit the entries a bit more. Darksen gets P5. Another great result for the McLaren team. That'll be maximum. I think that'll be most points of any team there for McLaren. Cyril gets P6. 72 Bervas. I'll let you know soon. Yeah, if Fabian lost the wheel on the final lap there, that would have been awful. Bervas there, and there we go. Oh, Pchenk 40 chose hard, and there we go. So that will leave Grumcrackers in 8th as well. So that concludes our race. 6. Oh, sorry, you got 8 points. You got 8 points, sorry. That was a great race, guys. Thanks for tuning into Cota. We'll see you next weekend for the Canadian Grand Prix, the first ever race in MPL at Canada since Season 6. And then we'll have the Las Vegas Grand Prix, which will be an absolute chaos. It'll be the last sprint weekend of the season. And then it'll come to the final weekend, the week after that, where we will decide a champion in MPL. Will there be a new champion with Dan and Fabian now in championship contention? Fabian takes second place in the Drivers' Championship, and the gap is only 29 points between myself and Fabian after that race. It's going to be super, super close up front. And Dan is only 7 points behind Fabian now. So it's got it all to play for in this weekend. It's going to be an epic end to Season 12. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be pro soon. Wait, I need to make sure the stream doesn't break. Great race there from everyone. That was genuinely a pretty good race to watch. I'm surprised how well that race went. I thought that race would be really boring, but it was actually really good. TF10 Adam was genuinely one of the most insanely clueless drivers I've ever seen. Oh shit, Dermas is not happy with Adam at all. That's funny as hell. That was a good race. I enjoyed that a lot. Wait, isn't F1 in 6 minutes? Yeah, 5, whatever that was. So, let's see.